Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video. Today is the 17th of March 2019. It's a Sunday. Markets didn't open yet. But I thought it may be a good idea to summarize some important points again. This here is the Australian dollar, US dollar on a 4-hour chart. So each candle represents 4 hours. And this is actually a good market to explain several concepts I've explained in other videos already. So let's start with the basics again. Of course we know the deal, yeah? The smart money cartel will push the price of the market against the dumb money trader groups. The smart money detects the where, at which price levels those traders placed their positions, and they incorporate where the stop accumulations are respectively. So what we see here is the green bars representing the dumb money longies, and guess what? The smart money cartel detects it and pushes the price against them, conducting a long stop run against them over days. Now, this particular move here, end of Feb, was a H4 reversal. So you can see that, dumb money got lured into buying expensive into the market, which, is the worst thing the dumb money can do, because they just fell victim to the mean reverting dynamics on the forward chart. Also watch the forward chart video I made on this channel. So this is a standard scenario we see over and over again. And what happens next is the dumb money keeps on buying Aussie. Okay, so they go long, 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 long. Market goes flat, but the only longies in the market. So once more, the smart money needs to push the price against these traders, and that's why after this consolidation, the breakout to the downside happens. So what happens now? The price is pushed down again, taking out the stops of all the dumb money longies who try to also place their stops below the low, for example. And now the following happens. This low here from the 12th of Feb gets cleaned out. So it's hunted. Everybody who went long Aussie dollar and placed his or her stop here got kicked out. Yeah, and of course it's overshooting, so even the ones who placed their stop a bit lower also got kicked out. Now at this point here, on the 7th of March, Australian dollar is in a so-called outer range situation. So the price is outside of the range, even on the 4-hour chart. And as I've shown and explained before, whenever that happens, the dumb money tolerance increases, which means because so many longies have been hunted and kicked out of the market, and the price was pushed against them over and over again until the main stop accumulations were filled and taken out of the market, then the dumb money tolerance at some point increases, which means because smart money, especially after the obvious levels have been taken, wants to normalize the price and let the market breathe. At some point, some of the longies are allowed to win at the end of the stop run, which is what happens here. So again, this low here gets cleaned. Yes, so you see those pins, boom, boom, boom. So most of these guys, as you can see from the historical bar, were kicked out. And then there comes a inner range move again, normalizing. And it's no coincidence that this happens, especially after you see these red bars, some of the dumb money traders go short. And again, they do the same mistake. Here they got lured into buying expensive into the market. Here now they get lured into shorting the market at expensive prices. Their price already came down. At the end of this multi-week downtrend, they want to come in and short, thinking like, oh, I lost buying, now I try to sell. Maybe that works now, and the opposite happens. So that's a little dumb money switch from long to short, and because the price out of range, boom, the price is allowed to do an inner range move, taking out first of all the ones who try to go short, and then taking out short-term traders who place their stops close to the short-term high here. Yeah. So that's a pretty standard progression. Yeah. H4 reversal against the longies, dumb money longies fueling the down move. Okay, extended move with a breakout, taking out all the stops here of the longies, and then, you know, again a small breather, and again below the low, taking out most of those guys. And then small down money switch, H4 reversal back into the range, yeah, normalizing, taking out these plateau stops here. You see a grail pattern, as we see it so often. It's a grail pattern taking out stops here because these are again obvious levels where the dumb money tends to place the stops. And then just doing inner range, rangy moves. So as you can see now, again, we have longies into the market. And, you know, so we have old longies above the price trying to trade a breakout up. And we have also longies who are subject to the lasso principle, which means there's a tendency to catch them in again and taking out the empty stop down here of the longies. So that means the general bias for that market remains bearish, especially with, you know, longies being in the market and coming in again. Of course, you know, depending on the day chart, and I've explained that before, it can be that now there's a dumb money tolerance for the moving averages on the day chart, yeah? So if the moving averages here is close on the day chart, they may actually go up and take out the MA stops, you know, even if some of those longies are led a bit into profit, yeah? But then, even then, they may revert down and go for the medium-term stops, you know, on the lower side of the range. So even though Australian dollar has been in a multi-week downtrend and there was some consolidation, there's still longies in the market, as you can see, and so the outlook for this market still remains bearish. And yeah, so this is a nice opportunity to explain these few concepts, such as H4 reversal, the dumb money tolerance, the outer range principle, also time and range principle. Look, there was no rush, you know, they went flat for a good few days because, you know, that actually gets more dumb money traders to enter the market, yeah? So time and range principle is also shown here. Grail pattern is shown, plateau stops hunting is shown, you know, so a chart like this actually demonstrates to you a whole range of different principles I have, you know, tried to explain to you and I've tried to expose. Because remember, what I did here is I basically invested a lot of time and effort into exposing those manipulation games by the smart money, okay? I wanted to give traders on the buy side a chance to, you know, not fall victim to those manipulation games of the smart money cartel. Those games are not only fair, but, you know, and they're, you know, simply, they shouldn't be allowed, but this is a reality in the foreign exchange market. As I've shown in the overview video, every few years the big players just pay big fines and they continue the game. So understand that the foreign exchange market is not driven primarily by any supply and demand, okay? It's driven by the market manipulation, by the stop hunting, by the position hunting, by the luring moves, you know, by those principles. And once you understand those principles, you are able to actually understand that everything makes a lot of sense, yeah? Some things which may seem counterintuitive actually are not counterintuitive at all. But, you know, it's just super efficient how the smart money cartel designed this, how they programmed the algorithms that this is done, you know, day by day, how the dumb money as a group always loses, yeah? And of course, the dumb money tolerance implies that a small group of traders is allowed to get into profit now and then. Otherwise, you know, it would be difficult to move the market. And for example, if there were some lucky longies coming in here in the end, they may have caught a reversal up, yeah, without getting kicked out. But most of the time, this is the same traders just increasing their positions, so trying to average down, for example, yeah. But of course, it is possible to, you know, place profitable trades, but you need to really know what you're doing. You need to have done your homework. Otherwise, you have no chance. You will just end up on the dumb money side. And I think that, you know, this is another good demonstration of that. Okay, I wish you all the best and stay safe. Bye.